Hello to everybody. Max Neveremore is here once again. And first of all, I forgot to fix my volume. Second of all, I want to say that we reached finally the rift of Smuggler's Pass, and we're about to walk through this. And next we will complete Deadman's Gulch and the Mountain Pass. Mountain Pass is quite odd location. Oh, girls. Wait, do not steal my experience, you assholes. Okay. According to the map, there is nothing at all. Absolutely. Like, trust me, there is nothing at all. So today I'm not completely in the mood to speak, unfortunately, because I spoke a lot yesterday and today I feel a bit downed. So do not be surprised if the huge half of a stream I'll be completely silent. Also, there is a like very warm weather. Like it's incredibly warm. Like you cannot even. It's hot outside, like about plus 28 Celsius degrees, they believe. So this is another one reason why do I feel like a bit downed. Not oh, it is better actually. Because of the bleeding damage. All the experience belongs to me, without any exceptions. Damn, you're so ugly, guys, and you're so stinky. I can even imagine this stench. Oh, go fuck yourself. So nothing else over there, and I guess it's time to pass this bridge. Oh, there's something, some sort of a green area. Oh, also there is a boss fight, another one. Voldrak, as I believe his name. Oh, there was a monster. I have so many stats, but my DPS is weird. Paldrak, no, this is Rondrak. Voldrak. There you are. Oh, hey! I like this way much more. Oh, and DPS is way much higher. Yeah. And also there is a madness granted by item. Wait, is this? Oh, okay. Strange. Very strange. Now we're looking way much cooler than with this base guard. Oh, flash warped guard. Yeah, some of Mistborns got flash warped. And we're at the Deadman's Gulch. And here we will meet one of our good old friends who can cook very good. You cannot even imagine how good he is. He can make tasty stuff out of shittiest ingredients ever. You know his name. I'm not gonna say it, you will see it by yourself. Whoa, 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 whoa. Or some of flesh warped Mistborns are fighting with their not flesh warped ex brothers. Ex brother? Is this even legal to say? Okay, never mind. And there is our first 100 for today. So yeah, hello. Say hello to our good old friend
Well, if
Olgrim.
it isn't my old friend from Devil's Crossing. I had a feeling you'd be making your way through here.
Olgrim, what do you do in here?
I haven't been entirely honest with you. I'm not a chef, not by profession anyway, although maybe that would have been a better path. As it is, I'm an assassin and former First Blade of the Erelon Emperor. It's a title I've not always been proud to bear, as my line of work has not always been virtuous. But I dealt with threats to the Empire. Now all of humanity is threatened by foes more deadly than anything we've faced before. It is, however, a time when I can put my talents to a more noble purpose. You haven't been entirely forthright with me either, Taken, but don't worry. I'm the keeper of many secrets.
Why did you join me in the Devil's Crossing to live on, only to live
My
again?
job was to scout the countryside, get bearings on enemy strongholds, and investigate weaknesses. Your mention of people surviving out in Devil's Crossing was intriguing, so I wanted to see it for myself. Having learned everything I could about the area, I felt it was time to return to my men in Homestead.
Your men?
Can't say I like it any more than they do, but I am working alongside the Black Legion. They are all that remain of the Imperium's forces.
Why did you call me?
Taken? Well, formerly so, if we get down to semantics. The Ethereal left you just before you hanged to death. Am I not correct?
How do you know all this?
My sources are quite good, if I say so myself. But you trusted me, and now I shall trust you.
The first blade of the Emperor.
I'm sure you have many questions, but now is not the time. We need to get these people to Homestead.
So how can I help
upon
here?
these refugees on my way through Smuggler's Pass. They were trapped and would soon have become food or entertainment for the trolls. I had to do something. Now we're stuck out here, caught in the midst of a battle between the trolls and the ethereal forces. The tunnel to Homestead is blocked by aether fire, and the only option now is a passage through the mountain deeps. It is a foul place at the bottom of the world, infested with all manner of terrible things that hate the sun. There is no way these people would survive down there. In Devil's Crossing, I saw that you had the power to open rifts. I need you to fight your way to Homestead, secure a rift, and come back for us. So please, help these people. Below is an entrance to the deeps. From there, you'll exit onto the dusty road that will lead you into Homestead. Be swift. I'm not sure how much longer I can hold off the trolls before they come in force.
I will find a way to Homestead. And now let's speak with Tricia Winborough. My husband won't last out here much longer. We've been without food for days, and our water is nearly gone now too. Please help us. Emily Larkson. Harris Winborough. Beatrice Summers. Like many that set out with us, I was a soldier before we retired to farm lands granted us by the Empire. We knew how to fight, and we fared better against the zombies than other groups we've encountered. That is, until the corrupted trolls appeared and drove us into the mountains, killing dozens of my what is this word? Brethren. Now, this is all that remains, and only by the valor of Olgrim, a man who fights like a devil. I don't know where he came from, but I don't think he is mortal. Even if he could hold off these monsters forever, we will soon succumb to the elements. I hope you can help him deliver us from this place of death. I will do what I can. Rob Holloway. I survived 2 campaigns in the Northlands, only to be driven off my hard-won lands by half-troll scum. Now, in the time of the Empire's greatest need, I'm a used-up old man with one eye and limp. What a shame that I'm alive, while so many brave veterans fell to see the rest of us this far. All the more so that I've beheld this man Algrim seemingly appear in age, but who yet fights with a ferocity I could not match in my prime. His speed and skill is like nothing I've witnessed, even in all my years on the battlefield. I hope you can help these people, but if not, I thank you for trying. Maybe it's best then my journey ends here. I am just a burden now to those who are still fit to carry on the fight. Don't give up yet. All endeavoring. I'm sorry for eavesdropping, but I could help my overhear that you will be going to mountains deeps. That's right, why do you ask? You see, my sister Dahlia got fed up with waiting while I lay here with a gaping wound in my side. Despite Algrim's insistence that she stay, Dahlia set out into the depths of her own in search of rescue and medical supplies. It's been over a day, and now I'm afraid something must have happened. You could please look for her? I fear the worst. I will look for her. But unfortunately, yeah, I know that she will definitely will not survive all of this. Okay, I guess now it's time to visit Mountain Deeps, but before we will go, yeah, Ether here takes a shit ton of health from you. It doesn't matter how prepared you are, you will get like rumbled by Ether. Definitely a thing which can kill you. Okay, now we're at the mountain deeps. There are some trolls, earthworms, and worst enemies of mine, spiders. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not gonna use this. Oh ho ho. It is good, definitely. But I'm not gonna use it anyway, unfortunately. This one is good too. How about I will use this one actually? No, never mind. I'll definitely find some. Stone Spitter. More like he's spitting his own guts. Yeah. I actually do not remember Bozeman's Folly. They all say I'm insane for taking the caravan through the deep road. The only thing that's insane is paying bribes to those smug bastards in control of Smuggler's Pass. May as well pay the Imperial's tariffs. I've heard on good account that the dangers in the mountain deeps are well overblown and that the exit will speed us out far closer to Homestead than that bandit-ridden pass. When I'm swimming in gold up to my neck down in Burwich, then they'll all see that Bozeman was right. Well, Bozeman was wrong. Bozeman definitely was wrong. Okay, that was disgusting. Cannot say anything more. Did they tamed these grubs? Decay and Bone Spike of Decay. Holy shit. What does Decay and Bone Spike of Decay? It's decays. Oh, this one is way much better. Why are there so many stones over there? Hate it. Equix the Ravener. Yep, she's dead. Now it's decaying bone skies of decay. What the hell? Okay, now spooters will fall from above, right? There is a lot of spooters. Fell. Okay, now our physique reached 100k. Let's continue with our toad. Yeah. Okay, now we're on the Prospector's Trail. Talk to smugglers particularly to Homestead. This is another 100. Prospector Trails Rift. Imagine we passed from there to this place, from this place to this place, and it was very fast. Okay, Colin, bad news. Did you find my sister? Yeah, I'm sorry. I had a feeling. Thank you for the information. Excuse me. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay. We will visit Immolation, but a bit later, I guess, because we need to reach Fort Icon first, I believe. Same shit with Conflagration, Port Valbury. Also the shit on the East Marsh. Yeah. We visited East Marsh a bit earlier than usual, but all gift to the Pine Barrens. Okay, so we need to reach Homestead, but also we need to reach Pine Barrens Rift and clear the whole Tyrant Hold. Yeah, there's a shit ton of progress over there. And also we need to repair a breach over there. And wait, where, like... Oh wait, we're streaming for 30 minutes already. Because we started 10 minutes later. Okay, maybe 1 more hour. Yeah, look at this location, one of my favorite locations ever. Holy fuck, the location is huge. I don't think we'll be able to get all this amount of no, let me rephrase. I don't think we will be able to clear all this shit in one stream. Okay, let me change. Yes. This is what I want to see. Screw this perdition set. I didn't want to pick this up. Okay. Okay, we're at the Withering Fields already. Now we're back to the Prospector's Trail again. Yeah, there's the detonation site to the whole area of Pine Barrens, Jaded Basin, Tyrant's Hold, and all of this shit. Okay. Now we're at the withering fields. Yeah. Okay, now we're talking about the level design. See this shit? Can you see this? This is disgustingly horrifying, but at the same time it's so, I don't know, can I say attractive to me, but I like the design so much. And I cannot do anything with it. Oh, scarecrows. Damn, this is so like... Ooh. It gives me the vibes of Wild West. Very hard vibes of Wild West. Sorry for keeping this silent, I'm just enjoying the locations. Again. Yes, I did the walkthrough, but I'm still... Oh, Arcanist. They're real fanatics. Okay, oh. Or torn. Okay, Homestead. Oh, now I am respected with Devil's Cross and perfect timing. No. Okay, we reached Homestead Rift. Okay, now it okay. Damn, look at this. It is absolutely disgusting. Oh, damn, Mr. Rift. Let's go back to the Deadman's Gulch. Let's tell Algrim that all shit is clear and you can go to the rift.
So how doomed are we?
I secured the way via Rift Gate.
I can't say I enjoyed my first travel by Rift, but it's certainly better than the alternative.
I'll see you all in Homestead. Also, screw you, Algrim. Asshole. Rifts are cool. Shut up. Okay, now it's time to reach the level 42. Hey, Colin. Thank you for giving me a closer. I'm sorry. Maria Oldbarrow. Welcome to our home. Who is in charge here? Depends who you ask. The farm belongs to Douglas, but Captain Summer of the Black Legion insists that everything must go through her. If you ask me, she's too focused on the invaders and not enough on making sure we have enough to eat. We need those Demopterians dealt with, or else nobody going to survive through the winter. I can help with that. That will be just wonderful. Please speak to Douglas. He can fill you in on the details. Also, can you tell me about the homestead? Well, I lived here nearly my entire life. Married Douglas when I was 14 and... Oh. Is this legal? I mean, in this... the music though. In this setting probably, but not in the IRL setting though. So, and we've cultivated the land with two wonderful boys for decades. We've done everything we could to keep the community going after the Grim Dawn. Together we turned Homestead into a sanctuary that has withstood countless attacks. Some of our neighbors were too stubborn to leave their farms though. I'm afraid we haven't heard from them in weeks. I may not approve of the Black Legion or their methods, but I'm not going to denounce the brave men and women that keep us safe at night. Alex Aronsport. Please don't start any trouble. We have enough to go around as it is. Does the Black Legion protect you? As far as I can see, they're only here because it serves their purposes as a defensible location. They take what they want in the name of their dead emperor in order to better serve us. They won't even help us with the Dermopterian infestation. Captain Summer says that they pose no threat. We'll see how much or what threat they pose when we all starve to death because their food ran out. Sounds awful. What brings you to a homestead? What can you tell me about this? Not much to tell. When the attack started, we gathered our neighborhood and neighbors and hauled up in here as best we could. Things were looking pretty bad until the Legion showed up. Now we stand a fighting chance. Daniel Barrow. Hello, stranger. We don't get many visitors out here. Where do you hail from? From Dale's cousin. Oh, I heard that place got hit pretty hard there in Burridge. Seems to survive though. There are others, but we're running low on food. Wish I could help, but we're not going so hard on supplies ourselves. Talk to my father. Maybe he'll figure out something. This place smells like animals. You may not think much of it, but you saved my life. For that, I owe you a lifetime of my gratitude. You're welcome. I'd like to thank you. My husband would not have made it if it wasn't for your rescue. Glad you made it. Okay, time to speak with Douglas, I guess. Douglas Sullivan Oldbarrow.
These are trying times, but we will persevere.
Welcome to Homestead, traveler. What brings you to our sanctuary? I came from Devil's Crest and I was wondering if we could trade for food. I understand your predicament, I truly do, but I'm afraid we're not in a position to help you right now. Frankly, we could use some help ourselves, with the Black Legion hell-bent on destroying every ethereal Kryptonian they see. They've lost sight of their issue, plaguing the very people they are trying to protect. Why they're not helping? Captain Summer is only concerned with the ethereals and the cult of Tone. What she fails to understand is that we need to restore more fields to working condition if we are not provide food for ourselves and all her troops. With the world in disarray, the Dermapterans have spread like locusts, invading our farms and devouring our livestock. We have come to the Black Legion for aid many times, but the captain is deaf to our requests. What can you tell me about this area? Homestead and the surrounding farmlands have been providing food to the nearby towns and villages for centuries. My family has worked these lands for over 200 years, but when the Grim Dawn struck, all seemed to fall apart in an instant. Now we're contending with Dermapterians, Ethereals, and bloodthirsty cultists virtually at the same time. Homestead has become a hurricane of conflict, and we're at the eye of the storm. So what's the problem? After the Grim Dawn, many of our neighbors were forced to abandon their homes and flee here. Together we built Homestead up into a sanctuary, but it came at a loss of countless other farmsteads. Okay, let me drink some water. When the Black Legion arrived, we were able to recover a few fields, but not nearly enough to feed anyone. Captain Summer considers that the resources available to be sufficient for her campaign and has deemed any further efforts to restore the farmland to be secondary to the Legion's mission. The Dermapterans, a vile infestation that plagues this land every few years, are running rampant throughout our lands, devouring all they see and laying their eggs. If we don't act soon, our harvest will be ruined and the land left barren. There are two farms just west of here, belonging to Elmsworth and Thornsbury, which will be ideal next steps in expanding our food production. If you could clear our Dermapteran egg clusters there, along with any Dermapterans protecting them, then perhaps I can convince the captain to at least assign guards to the farms and allow our men to work the fields. I'll see to it that you're justly compensated. What do you say? I will clear out the infestation. Josephine Redden. Hello, my friends have told me about it. It's not every day you meet someone friendly and understanding out there in the wilds. Your father seems like a good man. He's always looking for me, especially now that Mom's passed on. I'm sorry about your loss. Seems our road... oh, sorry. Seems our roads cross again. Glad to see you survived the wilderness. I appreciate you letting me tell my side of the story back in the Korean foothills. Most people wouldn't bother getting all the details. Glad you made it through. Say, I have gathered up quite a few interesting things while traveling out there. Don't suppose you'd be interested in buying something? Only the best deals for a friend. Let's take a look. Also, yeah, I've got the level 42. Yeah, and this is another one 100 for today. I guess it's time to get our Harbinger of Souls. Let's correlate Harbinger of Souls with our possession. Okay, for now we have this amount of DPS. Okay, how about this? It's better. Yep, it's better. Unfortunately, I cannot use possession and Harbinger of Souls at the same time.
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use. Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
Okay,
Anything you like.
can you offer to me? Like Legion type of armor, I can see. And better guns. Okay. And even better melee weapon. Okay, what can you offer to me?
See anything you like.
Oh, it doesn't say I've learned this one. Okay, for now it's only +10. Okay. Do I need something here? I guess nah. Solar Edge, Solar Sledge. Acid and poison damage or fire damage. Oh, Harvest Ledger. Oh, this one looks very cool, but unfortunately it's only level 35. I mean, I could use this one, but I'm already level 42 and I'm about to get probably newer offhand for me. Hey, hey Lisa. Shh, don't wake her up. What you got here? This is Mona. I let you hold her, but she's being mean and cries when anybody but me does it. Understand? You take care of Mona. Yeah, I remember this madman from Burwich with his little Walter. Yeah. Ella? Oh, hello there. You startled me. I'm probably not the person you're looking for. You should speak to Douglas if you request assistance. This is a quite interesting woman. Surgeon Serif. I hope you're here to do more than just loiter. Anything you need going? If you're willing to help, you should report to Captain Summer. Report? Oh, hello there. Waldrick, Legion Smith.
What brings you to my forge?
Well, I can see you can also build. So. How about Solar Waste Guard? Vitality plus lightning damage. All skills. Come on. Oh, with maintenance squad is... Ah. I mean, hey. It's for Kabbalists, but the wrong type of Kabbalist. Not mine type of Kabbalist, no. Oh, there's a shit ton of helmets I can create though. Oh, I can create dynamite. Cool. Dynamite out of scavenged plating. Remember an ether shard. I have a shit. Okay. What can you tell me? Okay, what can you offer to me? Level 50, first of all. Pistol is not for me. Well, I mean... Okay, Legion Warblade. Cool though. Firestarter, Ether Spark. Void Cutter. Okay, only one type of reefs, unfortunately. I guess use this one if I will not find anything better. This one looks very cool, very useful for me. +2 for possession, range. Not my type. This is my type. Legion Mantle. Also, Legion Vestments could be very cool. Doombolt, nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Probably 4 even. Who knows? Hello, Hannah. Nice to see you here. And from this moment we will spawn at the Homestead. And yeah, I just realized that I need to put another 1000 of points. I'm streaming about like... Yeah, I'm streaming 1 hour. Weapon Master bar off with, yeah, I've got inventory to do. Okay, goodbye. But we will speak later. Okay, Black Legion report. 7th and 8th entries of Inquisitors read. Okay, these guys may wait. Okay, Black Legion scouting report. I read this letter to report of extreme and disturbing aerial activity to the north of Homestead. I set off to the foothills and made my way through the warren of low stone walls, fences, and occasional farmhouses. I was careful to move in secret and remain undetected from the horrors that still roam the feelings unchecked. I made it to the valley of two hills near the river when I witnessed something I can barely comprehend. An unearthly black pillar that was neither stone nor flesh drifting slowly across the land as would a low cloud. A sickly green glow burned as its core and wheat within tendrils hung from somewhere underneath the shifting black shell. I watched in the mounting dread as the unholy obelisk slowed, and then, without warning, burrowed the hooks of the dangling tentacles into the ground. The ground began to wither and glow with the same unwholesome green. It was then that the obelisk pulled itself into the ground, with a sound that made me feel as if the earth was dying. It began glowing so bright I could hardly look. Its power seeped into the ground, twisting and corrupting as it spread. I lingered for nearly an hour in that place, and in that time a great distance around the obelisk has been changed. I was about to leave when the obelisk erupted from the ground and drifted to an untouched patch of land to begin the cycle again. We must act soon or there will be nothing left to save. 6 regimental scouts of the Black Region, Renal Oberak. Much time has passed since my last entry. Following my escape from Quick's laboratory, I have raced against time and lost. Passed through darkness and flame, witnessed the ruin of the world as I knew it. Even as I assumed key figures, the capital, were likely to be possessed by the entities we now call ethereals. I reasoned that it was only with support from within capital that we could hope to thwart them. Any action that began outside the capital could be spun as a political rebellion and crushed with the Empire's own forces before the truth could be exposed. Thus, I cast the dice and raced toward the heart of Erlan, trying to conceal myself as best I could. Upon my arrival, I proceeded cautiously, booking a room at a squalid inn near the west gates in an effort to keep my arrival secret. Initially, I sought out old acquaintances, assuming if I could detect some change in personality or behavior, it might reveal possession. A few awkward reunions made it painfully obvious that years on the road, carrying out my duties as an inquisitor, had left me out of touch and unable to discern whether any changes were the result of possession or just the passage of time and faded memories. The only gamble left then was to report back to the citadel of the Luminary and see what came of it. Never made it there. Waiting until the sunlight dwindled and crowds thinned in the streets below, I rose to leave but was quite startled to see that a shadowy figure had somehow silently breached my room, evading all of these word sets in intruders. This is how I came into cooperation with the First Blade. It was known that anyone of significance who commented, discounted, or posed a real threat to the rule of the Emperor might be visited by the First Blade. I had never stirred such controversy, but I always imagined if such a counter took place, I could put up a respectable fight. I never got the chance. Taken unawares, I wasn't disarmed before I even knew what was happening. If he had sought my death, I would not have even witnessed the killing stroke fall. However, he seemed more interested in answers instead, and in turn provided me with an counter his own events that confront my worst fears. The first blade revealed that only days prior, he had been forced to turn his knives on the Emperor himself by his own command. I didn't remember this detail. Despite the myriad safeguards protecting the Emperor, both mundane and arcane, he had become host to an ethereal. Through strange of mind, he has usurped his possessor long enough to summon the first blade, command his own execution, and charge the assassin with ensuring that his son, the young prince, survived to reclaim the throne. His last commands issued, the Emperor's consciousness slipped once again under the control of the ethereal, and a desperate battle ensued. The first blade reported that he believed the Emperor and the ethereal within him slain, but given his inexperience with the entities, could not say anything for certain. He relayed that he had secretly taken the prince and put him into a hiding, but declined to elaborate. The first blade said he intended to retire his imperial title and had chosen the name Olgrim, which made me curious as to whether it was an intentional reference to the mystic character. A final troubling detail was that no proclamation of the Emperor's passing had been issued. Not only did this demonstrate the Ethereals had sufficient control of the palace to conceal the death, but given that they couldn't hope to hide the Emperor's absence for long, it suggested the next phase of their operation was imminent. I strategized with Algrim long into the night, formulating the plan to counter the Ethereals, but ultimately we agreed that we could not defeat their conspiracy in time. The only course left was gather whatever people and resources we could go to ground, and whether the common form they find a way to counter the invaders. We agreed that the Black Legion would be our best hope in securing allies. As a conscripted army of criminals, debtors, and political dissidents bound to service, it seems unlikely that the Ethereals would have any reason to infiltrate them when they could control them indirectly through the military high command. Next step was to discreetly make contact. Okay. Turn your guard, the enemies of humanity are all around us. Can you open the gate? I'm sorry, we're under strict orders to not open the gates as long as there is zero threat. The west still looms over us. Okay, Scoutmaster Lizel. Scoutmaster Lizel, at your service. What can you tell me about this area? Well, I'd be described it as somewhere between in trouble and really screwed. We have Ethereals to the south and west, working on some deplorable creations in those abandoned farms, I'm sure. The cultists are assaulting us from the north. They've been capturing any stragglers and bringing them to the blood farms to harvest for Chthonic rituals. Those are the lucky ones. The others get strung up like scarecrows for the birds to have their feast. Finally, we have the Mapteran infestation to the west. So long as they stay to the fields, we don't want anything to do with them. We're spread thin as it is. What can you tell me?
I hear you dragged Olgrim's sorry ass out of Deadman's Gulch. Good work. Come see me later. Perhaps we can put your skills to some use.
I take it you don't like him. Let's just say Olgrim and the Black Legion have a history. Okay, I see.
So much death. No ending.
You have something? Make it quick. What did you How did you escape from Warden's quick lab? As an Inquisitor, I had access to many occult artifacts and relics that had come into the safekeeping of the Luminary. Some that were deemed more benign were occasionally lent out to veteran Inquisitors, and I have used them to great advantage. Rick underestimated that. Would I have access of them? These aren't toys we just hand out to everybody. They are powerful artifacts that have to be handled carefully. Besides that, they're now irreplaceable, as the vault of the Luminary has fallen into the hands of our enemies. I can only hope that the Ethereals never discern the power of some of the more potent objects within the vault, or are at least wise enough not to use them. In any case, I'm afraid the answer is no. What does the Inquisitor do? The Inquisitors of the Luminary were responsible for investigating and eliminating any supernatural threats within the Empire. That could mean anything from breaking up an occult coven to securing a dangerous artifact, or even hunting down otherworldly creatures that occasionally cross the veil between realities. The Cult of Cthulhu was one of the greatest challenges because the root of it, the Dying God, is beyond our reach or power to destroy. It has been with us since ancient times. Given their recent rise to power, it also seems to be one of our greatest failures. Okay, farewell.
I wasn't sure you'd make it, but you pulled through. Those people owe you their lives.
I did what was
I
right.
wish that was the end of our troubles, but there is a mounting threat on the horizon that threatens to wipe us all out.
What do we do
I'm
now?
going to check in with Creed here, but I suggest you speak to Captain Sommer. She's the Black Legion officer in charge of this sorry bunch. Look for the grumpy middle-aged hag in Black Legion armor. She'll fill you in on the situation.
I will speak to her.
Still haven't talked to the captain.
So much stuff.
Okay, Captain Summer.
Skip the pleasantries. Olgrim tells me you're one tough slip, and right now that's what I need most. Will you fight for the Black Legion?
What's this?
You're joking, right? We are the Imperium's most infamous, if not elite, legion. Conscripted from criminals and political outcasts and tempered in the front lines of the Empire's most brutal wars. The only regiment of the Emperor's legions that has survived the massacre in the capital, if you could consider the losses we suffered surviving. I'd love to tell you our history, but I really have more important matters to attend to, such as the mission I need you for. The question really is, are you up to it?
Where do you need
The
me?
Legion is split on two fronts. To the north, we have the Cult of Cthulhu. Nasty bastards keen on turning all of us into a puddle of blood for their rituals. I have my best men out there right now scouting ahead. The cultists are amassing in great numbers, and I'd like to know why. There is a more pressing issue, however, and this is where you come in. Olgrim says that you are experienced with fighting the Ethereals. That's good. You'll need all your skills for this one. Far to the west, beyond the infested farms and the rotting croplands, there is an area teeming with Ethereals that we have started calling the Gruesome Harvest. It is a fitting title, as the Ethereals have been gathering corpses, animal and human alike, in order to conduct their sick resurrection techniques upon them. The barn there has been giving off a blinding aether light non-stop for the last few days and nights. That is, until today. Whatever they are working on, it must be nearly finished. And knowing the Ethereals, it's something monstrous. We can't risk the Ethereals discovering that we know about their creation. I need someone to sneak in there and destroy this abomination before it even has a chance to wreak havoc upon my people. We'll only get one shot at this, so I want someone who has experience dealing with ethereal horrors to handle this mission. Will you be my champion?
What about the
Been
Terrans?
talking to Douglas? Look, I'd love to solve all the world's problems, but unfortunately I do not have the troops to send them out on a bug hunt. Douglas and the other farmers will just have to accept it for now. Perhaps later, once the Ethereals and the Chthonians have been dealt with, then I can think about sending some men out to the fields to clear out this The Legion is split on two fronts.
Yay. we can kill 2 rabbits with one shot. Okay. The Ethereal Amalgamation and Thermopteran Cluster.
This place may seem safe for now, but don't ever let your guard down.
Okay. What do you dislike? Why do you dislike the Black Legion? They represent the rejects of the Empire, forced together under a banner of oppression and lack of restraint. The Legion may be famous for its countless victories, but what we don't hear about is the brutality and the senseless murder. Sure, not all of them like that. Many are unfortunate souls caught on the wrong side of politics, but it's difficult to watch that much blood of your banner with the good intentions or of select few. What do you know about Inquisitor Creed? I swear I can't recall when exactly we met, but the good Inquisitor had accompanied me on several missions since his encounter with Warden Quick Waste, suspicious of corruption in the capital. His analytical mind and experience with the occult has proven invaluable since the Grim Dawn. It is unfortunate that we were too late to save Avalon. What did you do as the first blade of the Emperor? Much of what I had to do does not bear mentioning. Let's just say I eliminated threats to the crown and maintained a spy network spanning with the weight of the Empire. Most of that network has now collapsed, with engines gone missing or dead, but it has served me well even after the end of this world. Okay. Answer?
I hear you are headed to the gruesome harvest. Be mindful of the possessed trolls. They are even stronger than their living counterparts and highly resistant to the Aether. The vanguards can even unleash the Aether in a burst of energy around them. The reanimators will resurrect additional allies if not dealt with quickly. But if you manage to destroy them, their minions will fall along with them. I've dedicated all my resources to tracking down the ethereal threat, but I was too late to stop the events that led to the Grim Dawn. Now I study the enemy, learn their tactics, so that we make no further mistakes. Trust me, I fully intend to use every resource at our disposal. I hear you.
How do you know Ulgrim? I've long known Ulgrim by his previous title, The First Blade, although I was fortunate not to have met him in his working capacity back then. It was not until the days prior to the Grim Dawn that I met him in person. It was our mutual awareness of the ethereal conspiracy and individual inability to counter it that brought us together. In the end, we realized the ethereals already controlled too much of the government and could not be stopped. So we instead set out to gather resources and allies to weather the invasion and launch a resistance. Yes, the Emperor, spy master and assassin. His name was stricken from all the records. His very identity erased so he could exist outside the boundaries of the law. This gave the Emperor great freedom in handling matters some would deem objectionable to the throne. All knew it, none would dare bring it to light lest they have a meeting with the First Blade. He was truly unparalleled in his art, feared even by the Nightblades of the noble houses, many of whom silently met their end at his hands. One might question the morality of his job, but not the ruthless effectiveness of his performance. I will say, though, he did deliver a form of justice to many corrupt and vile men. He silenced many conflicts before they could grow into larger and bloodier ordeals. The capital sounded like a treacherous place. Yeah, I wish I could visit it too. Praetorian Zidli, as you were. Got any stories from front lines? I hope you never have to meet the cult of Dawn. They are depraved, lunatics, traitors to humanity who worship the very beings that threaten to destroy us all. If you even wonder if evil truly exists within the hearts of men, then look no further than the Bloodsworn. Okay, thanks. Beatrice Summers. I've seen battlefields, bodies, blood, but I've never had to watch as my friends and comrades being very devoured by barbaric health trolls. And now I'm hearing equally horrifying tales of the cult of Thorn to the north. What does this world come to? Okay, let's speak with this. Thank you for bringing us here. I admit I was resolved to die in that ditch when you found us. But I found a new purpose here in the fields. These old hands may shake when they hold the sword, but I can still use a rake just fine. Take care. Bless the Dermapterans. An entire year's worth of food is gonna go to waste out there. Why? Hell if I know. Summer's only concerned with her war against the Ethereals. Then there's that blasted cult. I'm no soldier, so I suppose I'll just keep my mouth shut and work the fields we do have. I see. This is poor soil, not like the Elmsworth estate. That was some good dirt. I understand. Okay, so... Damn, we didn't do so much progress, but we read a lot of bunch of, like, you know, dialogues and...
Come see what's left
Oh.
of my wares. Put it to good use. See anything you like. Put it to good use.
Okay, it's time to take some quests, I guess. Damn, my mouth hurt. Damn. Douglas tells me that you're going out to the Thursbury and Elmsworth farms. I hope you're as tough as you look. Terms should not be trifled with. They don't stand a chance against me. Yeah. Okay, now it's time to speak with Barov, I guess. The weapons master looks over the supplies inside. It's damn shame about the cannons. This place would feel a whole lot safer if we had a few of those beauties mounted up on the walls. What's happened to the cannons? We had no choice but to abandon them on the road when the Azeros attacked us in force. Thankfully the bastards don't know a thing about artillery. What if I recover them? Then I would call you insane. Getting into that area is nothing short of suicide. There's a reason we call it the conflagration now. It's overrun with ethereals. Even the very ground will cook you alive with ether fire. You like living? Stay out of this place. Just watch me. Okay, we need to recover some cannons from the conflagration, but we need to get some ether clusters. Oh, we cannot, unfortunately.
Go on now.
Okay. Oh, there was a training dummy. О, здравствуй, Стар. Да я тут уже собираюсь сворачиваться, потому что у меня уже рот болит читать и идеологии, и выписки из всяких журналов в этой игре. Поэтому я сейчас тоже скоро буду сворачиваться. Я и так уже 1,5 часа стримлю. Спасибо, что зашел. А я тут уже как раз собираюсь заканчивать. Okay, so for now, we reached Homestead. Over the stream I will put 1000 of stats, point stats for each stat actually. So for now, I want to say only one thing. Yeah, only one thing is thanks for watching and also CD. Bye bye. I'll see you probably at the Tuesday. Yeah, because these days I will be very busy. No. Maybe even, yeah, maybe Tuesday or Friday. Who knows? Okay, so for now, I see you these days. Bye bye.